game ahead of us coming up. United versus Arsenal in the Emirates. Team news is in, and as usual with Manchester United, there's some surprises, I would say, in relation to the starting lineup. Let me give you the team news, guys, for anyone who hasn't seen it. Obviously, Manchester United starting 11. We'll start with David De Gea in the goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka right back, Luke Shaw left back, Martinez comes in at centre back with Rafael Varane. Midfield, then it's a straight swap for Casemiro. Scott McTominay comes in as you would expect, a direct change. Christian Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes make up the other two, and then the three up front. Then Anthony on the right, Rashford on the left, and Weghorst, the big man, through the middle. Substitutes for United: Tom Heaton, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Malacia, Fred, Pellistri, Menu, Elanga, and Garnacho. And for anyone who hasn't heard the Arsenal lineup, there's no real surprises there. Ramsdale in goal, Ben White right back, Zinchenko left back, Gabriel and Saliba. Midfield then Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka and Odegaard. Three up front then Saka, Martinelli and Nketiah. So Arsenal go strong, as you would expect, of course. But get your score predictions in, guys. Let me know what you think, what way you think the game is going to go. United, Arsenal, draw. Let me know in the chat. Get your score predictions in. First of all, I'd like to welcome Footy to the members club. He's recently joined there as well as an academy prospect, so I appreciate it. Thanks for the support, pal. Chris is in, good to see ya. Ben is there, Aaron, Oisin, John is in as well. Loads of people on TikTok as well, guys. Really appreciate it. Smash a like on the video if you haven't done so already. Yeah, look, what do we think? Look, Casemiro is going to be a massive loss. He really is. And look, we're not making excuses early on. You know, it is going to be a very difficult game for Manchester United. And we're going to have our work cut out for us. We absolutely are going to have our work cut out for us. But let's see what happens. I have confidence. I'm not nervous going into the game. I'm not worried. You know, if we do lose, okay, you know, it's a process. You know, we're going in the right direction, so happy days. Let's see what people are saying here. Are we wearing red or white today? Well, I always wear the red anyway, Chris, so I have the white jersey. It still has the tag on it. Is that Max Sauce with Ericsson, says Oshin? Looks like it. Yeah, looks like it. Aaron says 2-0. Very hard to call the outcome of this, says Sully. But United are wearing white. I'm wearing red, but United are actually wearing white today. Chris says McMuffin, ? Come on. Going to be tight today. There will be a goal either way. 2-1 United, says Oshin. Dylan says, well, pal, tough game. I think 2-1 United. It's going to be a close game. And Diego Dargoni is in and says, Man United by. Yup out of it. Score predictions. Let's see what people on TikTok are saying. It's good to be back on TikTok as well. Got a week's ban because some City fan reported me for hate or something like that. Can't take a slagging after losing the Manchester derby. So it's good to be back after a week out on TikTok as well. Kingdom saying 1-0 United. Let's see what other people are saying here. Oreva says 2-1 United. Alan says 2-1 as well. Arsenal are not going to win, says Kingdom. Let's see. Reen says 1-1. Valhalla says 1-1. Hawker says 2-1 United. Anyone else there? Sparky says 3-2 to United. Big scoring game there. So yeah, plenty of people. User says 3-1. Premier League goal says 1-1. So a lot of people, you know, majority of people are thinking it's going to be a close enough game. 140 into the wind. What are you hitting? 7 iron. Out small arms here. 7 iron, absolutely. Warren says, not as nervous as I thought I would be ahead of the game. Let's get another 3-1. I hope you're right, Warren. I really do. Best behaviour now today, Jack says, hushing. I'm going to try. But look, if we get the winner in the last minute, I can't promise anything. Chris is going with 1-1, a draw today. Yeah, so look, my score prediction today, guys, is the same as Chris. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I do think we're good enough to get a result, absolutely, I really do. But if we put things into perspective, you have to give Arsenal credit on how well they're playing at the moment as well. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. But yeah, make sure you smash a like on the video, guys. Nearly 1,000 likes already on TikTok, which is great. We're going to aim for 30,000 likes today. So if you have a second, tap the screen a few times. and get them likes up, gets more people into the chat. And if you're new to the channel, do hit the follow button as well. We're closing in on 22,000 followers, I think. 23,000 followers? I'm not really sure, but make sure you hit the follow button as well. And again, if anyone wants the full experience, we're live over on YouTube as well, guys. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, starting 11, all on the screen. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube and you'll find us there as well. So yeah. Well, let's see what people are saying here. This is the problem. McMuffin has to come in when Casemiro is out, says Chris. Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, the depth, and it's what we've been talking about, really, haven't we, over the last few weeks. And as United begin to improve, you know, not that we're saying it's going to happen, but, you know, when you have a little suspension like this, or maybe a little injury to key players, you know, you're looking at the real difference in relation to, you know, the likes of Man City, you know, that have, you know, real good depth. Now, Arsenal are very similar to us in relation to the depth in their squad. You know, they haven't got a massive squad either. And, you know, you could say if they do experience some injuries, you know, they have injuries, of course, already, the likes of Jesus, for example. But if they were to get an injury to Odegaard or to Saka or somebody like that, you'd be thinking, you know, it's going to be tough for them given the depth in their squad as well. And we're very similar to that. So obviously we are going to miss Casemiro today. But look, it's up to the manager and it's up to the players to come in now. McTominay has a chance to come in and say, look, I can do a job here, you know, and you can count on me. You know, obviously Fred is, over the last few weeks, Fred has been the go-to man in relation to that fourth midfielder. You know, if a change has been made on 60 minutes, Ten Hag tends to go with Fred over McTominay. So a big opportunity for McTominay to come in today now and stake a claim for himself. And that's what you'd be hoping he does. You know, so let's see what happens. Let's see what people are saying here. Tracy says 2-1 to United. I have Mr. Teo ready for half-time. Come on, let's go. And Gary says 2-1 United. User says big game. Don't think we've enough pace to hit them on the counter. Well, look, the one thing I would say about that is, you know, obviously we have Weghorst playing through the middle, but the short cameo that I've seen of him already for United, you know, the other night, he was holding the ball up very well, and he was bringing other players in. So look, if he does that, I'll be happy enough with him creating space in behind, because you have Rashford and Anthony that can get in behind. Bruno can get in behind. Even Eriksen can get in behind, you know. So let's stay positive. Let's see. Aaron says, looking forward to seeing Big Veg today. Chris says, we added a baby giraffe. Oh, they added Trossard. Yeah. Dargo says, I triple captain McMuffin. Well, you're an idiot. Oshin says, wife is out shopping. I'll have to text and tell her to get me Teos. We need everything we can now. We need every slice of luck we can get here. Let's see. Scott says, I hope Garnacho Platt's second half. He's got mad pace and can switch it up. Well, there you go. And maybe Tracy, thanks for the gift as well. Really appreciate it. And Mark, appreciate the gifts there as well, guys. But, you know, maybe that's Ten Hag's... maybe that's his game plan, you know, get these players, you know, I won't say tire Arsenal, you know, but if you're looking at Rashford on the left-hand side for 60 minutes, you know, and then after 60 minutes put him in the middle and bring on Garnacho to go at Ben White, you know, who's starting to tire, then, you know, it's not a bad game plan, I won't lie. But yeah, Lima saying 3-1 to United. Messi says, come on United, I'm a City fan. Feels wrong cheering for United, but it's for a good reason. Well, there you go. There's always a good reason to shout for United. There always is. Garrett is in. He's obviously an Arsenal fan there as well. And Shawnee says, go support your local. I do support my local. I was watching them this morning in the rain. So do your facts there, Shawnee, and use that thumb to scroll to the next page. Do us all a favour. Garrett says 5-0 to Arsenal. All right. Okay. Are you showing the score? I'll be keeping you up to date with the score, guys. Absolutely. I won't be showing the game, but I'll be keeping you up to speed. Absolutely. All in One says Man City and Man United fans are the same against Arsenal today. Ronaldo says, is Sancho playing? No, he's not back in the squad yet. He's just back training. So we won't see him for a few weeks yet, I'd say. Ten Hag's red and white army, says Daniel. Great to see though, guys. Great to see so many people in. Like I said, keep smashing the like button. We're over 3,000 likes there already. But yeah, look, I think it's going to be a difficult game. It's going to be an exciting one. Let's hope it's... do you know what I'd hope for today? I really would. I hope for a game of an old United-Arsenal game where there's a bit of that in it. You know, there's a bit of edge to it, and you know, there's lads fucking catching each other up by the neck and all that. You know, a bit of passion. But let's see what happens. Oshin says, could you call out the subs there again, please? I certainly will. So substitutes for United: Tom Heaton, Victor Lindelof, Maguire, Malacia, Fred, Palestri, Manu, Elanga and Garnacho. It's not the strongest of benches in the world. You'd be expecting Fred to come on and possibly Garnacho as well. After that, you know, if we are winning with 10 or 15 minutes to go, you could see maybe one of Maguire, Lindelof, even Malacia coming on, pushing Shaw back into the centre, shut things down. Let's see what happens. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's not going to be an easy game. It really isn't. But like I said, it's great for the first time in a long time to not be overly nervous going into these kind of games, you know, which is good. Janat says, time to try Palestri in the second half. Well, let's see how it's going. Kira, thanks for sharing the live. Really appreciate it. Everyone there, guys, if you have anyone you think might like to join, hit the share button as well. Hit the follow button. Bring on Keno at half time. Smash one or two lads up and then take them off. 3-1 Arsenal says pantyhose. Kenny says, let's all laugh at United when Arsenal smack them up. Stick around, Kenny. Stick around. There'll be someone laughing at someone. And if you're still in, we'll all laugh at you if United win. Patrick says, keen to be fighting Fabregas in Sky Studios. Yeah, Pizzagate again. Pizza's flying all over the place like in the tunnel years ago. Man United will make a statement today to the Premier League that they are back with a bang, says All in One. And Full Stop says, you are my favourite United supporter ever, talks pure sense. I appreciate it. It's just an opinion though. Everyone is entitled to it, so, but I do appreciate it. Will, thanks for the gifts. Really appreciate it. Callan says, what's he saying here? Up and about here in Australia. My brother's mad United. I'm mad Gunners. Good luck, bro. You too, pal. Thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Are United out of the title race if we lose today? Look, I mean, we've been saying, you know, the last week or so, a couple of weeks that, you know, are United in a title race? And I think we are in a title race. But, you know, and a lot of opposition fans will be going, oh, this fucking United thinking they're in a title race. But technically you are. If you're halfway through the season, and how many points behind are we? Is it 7 or 8 points behind? Let's have a look. Behind Arsenal. Yeah, 8 points behind. Technically you are in a title race. That doesn't mean we're saying we're going to win the league, you know, because United are not going to win the league this year. You know, if they do win the league, I've said it here that I'll do. No, I'm actually not saying it again. But anyway, I don't think we're going to win the league. No. But technically, everybody that's mathematically able to catch the leaders with the games remaining, technically they're in a title race. Does that mean they're going to win the league? No, it doesn't. So take everything, you know, into perspective with a pinch of salt. But look, I do think that United are up there. It's where we want to be. It's where we deserve to be, given the performances and, you know, the results we've gotten. I mean, the league table does not lie. It never lies. Arsenal have been the best team this year because they're on top of the table. You know, United have been the third best team in the league this year because, you know, they're fourth in the league now with a game in hand on Newcastle. You know, Liverpool are the 9th best team in the league because they're in 9th. You know what I mean? So the league table never lies, you know, regardless. But we're only halfway there. As Bon Jovi said, you know, let's hope we're not living on a prayer. See what I done there? But anyway, let's see what people are saying here. Tom says, I'd say Palestri could do well in this kind of game. I don't disagree with you there, Tom. Absolutely. I wouldn't be putting, you know, too much pressure on the kid's shoulders either. Obviously the talent is there. And there's, I mean, only last week there's talks of him potentially going out on loan. So, look, I'm sure if he needs to use him, Ten Hag will use him, and Ten Hag will have his game plan. And if Pellistri is part of that game plan, then brilliant, let's go. You know what I mean? Does the Europa League count? Says Oshin. In relation to what? What have I been saying there? I lost my train of thought. Does Europa League count? All right, I get you. What do you say about the starting 11? Yeah, look, I mean, the starting 11 is basically not that it's what I expected. I basically, what I expected was, my predicted 11 would have been Fred would have played instead of Anthony, and Garnacho would have played instead of Weghorst. So my predicted 11, my back four was right, obviously with the goalkeeper. I predicted McTominay, Fred and Eriksen, then Bruno on the right, Garnacho on the left, and Rashford through the middle. That's what I predicted. But so we were 2 off. Scotty, 2 hotty plays. But look, I'm not overly worried about it. Like I said, it's a good chance for McTominay to come in and stake a claim for himself. And we seen earlier in the season when Casemiro first joined and he spent that, was it 5 or 6 games on the bench, that McTominay played out of his skin because he had something to prove. He knew Casemiro was going to be looking over his shoulder, and he wanted to, get into the team for as long as possible. So let's hope he does something similar today. I'm not his biggest fan, I won't lie, but you never know in a game like today. And I'm sure Ten Hag has his homework done and has a game plan. So let's see, it's up to the players now to carry out that game plan, But yeah, let's see. What would our percentage chances for the league at the moment? Our chances of winning the league in terms of percent, 40. It's not even 50-50, I don't think. I don't think it is. Like, if you think of, I just think it's the depth in the squad. If we had maybe 4 more players in key areas, centre midfield, centre back, centre forward, and maybe another winger, then I think that would probably be higher, because you could afford to get maybe 1 or 2 injuries. I just think the fact that our squad is so thin. I mean, look at our bench today. I mean, you're talking 2 centre backs, a left back, a centre midfielder, and kids. You know what I mean? So now you say, the famous statement, you don't win anything with kids, was proved to be wrong. So, but I just think, like, when you look at, when we have Casemiro out, Dalot injured, Martial injured, Sancho obviously out as well, Van de Beek injured, these kind of things, they stack up, and yeah, I mean, look, would I take a draw now? No, because I want to win. But will I be disappointed if we get a draw? I probably won't be either. But obviously that depends on how the game goes. If we have, a chance to score 7 times in the game and we only score 1, and then we take a draw, then I would be disappointed. So all a bit of perspective. But great to see so many people in, guys. Like I said, if you have a second, do smash the like button for us. We're over 6,000 likes already. If you're new to the channel, do hit the follow button. Closing in on 23,000 followers on TikTok. Daily Manchester United content, all of the watch-alongs. John, I do appreciate you subscribing to the channel as well. Appreciate the support. And if you do want a full experience, guys, like I said, we're live on YouTube at the moment as well. We've got the scoreboard over here, the timer here, the starting 11 over here. Full experience. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. Head over there, hit the subscribe button, and get into the chat. So yeah, I'm good, John. Hope you're doing good, pal. Thanks for subscribing. Really do appreciate the support. What time is the game starting at, says Jack? We're 10 minutes away, Jack. 10 minutes away. Dale is in as well. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining. Ricky says, I feel there's more pressure on Arsenal more than United. Well, I would probably have to agree with you on that one. Pa, thanks for the gift. Really appreciate it. The pressure is on Arsenal here. It is, because they're the ones that are top of the table, and they're the ones playing at home. So you know, you could say that United can go out and play with a sense of freedom. You know, obviously you do want to go out and win. You know, we want to close the gap. Of course we do, like anyone would. Like I said, 8 points behind Arsenal. I think they have a game in hand as well. So look, you want to be keeping thereabouts, you know, because all of a sudden if you go 2 or 3 games without a win, you could very easily drop down that table. Like Newcastle again are gone up into third today. Obviously, you know, we've a game in hand which is coming up now, but you know, Spurs are only 6 points behind us as well. See what happens after today, whether that'll be more or less. So it's a very competitive league this year. It really is. And I mean, even if you look at Brighton, for example, Brighton are only 8 points behind us. Now, look, I'm not saying that's going to close the gap, but what I'm saying is that you really need to be on your toes this season. If you go 3 or 4 games without a win, all of a sudden you just go down that table. You know, Liverpool fans will tell you that. But anyway. Chris says, we all know the Kane stuff is news fodder to get us to look forward instead of looking at the failure of the January window. Carol says, definitely more pressure on Arsenal. Oshin says, is it a must win or a don't lose? Well, that's a good question. I don't think it's a must win. I mean, if going into this week, City, Arsenal and Crystal Palace, I think the majority of people would have took 5 points out of that game, you know, beforehand. And them 5 points would have probably been draw with City, draw with Arsenal and beating Crystal Palace. Now, so far it's been the other way around. You know, beating City, drawing with Crystal Palace. So I never like saying it's a don't lose because it's a negative way of saying things. But it goes back to what I said. You know, I wouldn't be overly disappointed if we didn't win. You know, that sounds really bad. Fuck it, I want to win. You know what I mean? Nugget Man, thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. Footy is in. I became a member earlier. I seen that. I give you a shout out at the very start of the video, pal. I appreciate the support. You're more than welcome. Welcome to the members club. I do thank you for the support. Congrats to UCC and Jack for 12 members. Appreciate it, Chris. Appreciate all the members, guys. Anyone else, guys, who wants to become an official member of the YouTube channel, the link is in the description. You get some extra content, badge beside your name, access to a couple of different groups, things like that. If it's something you think you might be interested in, check out the options in the link in the link below. Killian, thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Score prediction. I'm going 1-1. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Ferguson is at the game, which is good to see as well. Do you have confidence in McTominay, says Kevin. I'm not overly confident with McTominay there, but like I was saying previously, if I was McTominay, I would be going into this game with the mindset of, here's my opportunity, and I'm going to fucking take it today, you know, and let's hope he does, because it's going to be a difficult game in the middle of that park. Xhaka, Partey and Odegaard against McTominay, Bruno and Eriksen. We're going to have to be very disciplined. But let's see what happens. Chris says, News says United and Ten Hag are working on one more deal before the window closes. What do we think that is? I really don't know, to be honest with you, Chris. I haven't seen any real links. Well, you've seen links with players and things like that, but there hasn't been any real concrete news about a potential January signing. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Will you stream live? No, I won't be showing the game, guys. This is just a watch along. So, but if you want to stick around, we'll be keeping you up to date throughout the game. We're just about 5 minutes away from kickoff, so really looking forward to it. Here we go. A huge game. You nervous for the game, says John. No, more excited than that, John. I think I was more nervous for the City game. But yeah, this is what we follow our team for, really, isn't it? You know, big games like this. I think I'd prefer Eriksen and Fred. No real energy there, is there, with Eriksen and McMuffin. Bruno will be wrecked covering them, I reckon. Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying there, Oshin. Is Ten Hag going attacking to try and get a lead and then bring on Fred? I don't know, but he has said, look, we have a game plan and we're confident on it working. So it's up to the players now to just go out and put that game plan into effect, you know. Keno. Midges man, thanks for subscribing again. Really appreciate it, pal. Thanks for joining. I appreciate all the support, guys. Everyone subscribing to the TikTok channel as well. And of course, everyone subscribing to the YouTube channel is much appreciated also. Again, guys, like I said, if you're new to the TikTok channel, please do hit the follow button. All of the United watch-alongs throughout the season. We're live on YouTube as well at the moment. Link is on my homepage. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, starting 11, all on the screen. Click on the link on the homepage or just search United Community Channel. It's a new phone, have a new account made. No problem, pal. I appreciate you coming back. You're more than welcome. Good to have you back again. It'll not be easy for us today, says Asu. I hope I pronounced that right, but it's not going to be easy. No game is. No game is. Chris says, they say Vlahovic is available now for loan for 17 million with the option to buy. That would be decent. That would be certainly decent. Got 50 points from it though, says Footy. Come on boy, says Ben. Tom, welcome to the members club. I really appreciate the support. Tom is in as an academy prospect. Again, thanks for the support. We're up to 13 members now, which is great. So I really appreciate it. There we go, 13 members. Welcome, Tom. Thanks for joining, pal. So here we go. Getting close, getting close. Irish lad is in. Come on, United. Good to see you, pal. Rashford will score. Let's go, Red Devils. I done a bet today. Bruno Fernandes to score at any time at 5-1. So I stuck a little fiver on it as all. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All this recruiting. Where's my cut? Says Chris. Here we go. Great to see so many people in. 400 people watching, guys. Hit the follow button. Take a second. Tap the screen a few times for me. Let's get them likes up. Gets more people into the chat. Leon says, "Are you from Kilkenny?" I certainly am, Leon. Certainly am, pal. Paul says, "As a Chelsea fan, I'm going for United with a 2-1 win." Appreciate it, Paul. Appreciate it, lad. Oh, here we go. And it's live. Stream the match and I'll give you a like, says Shane. No, you're alright, pal. I already have over 9,000 of them. Sound on. Mahat Ali is in from Somalia. Thanks for joining us. You're more than welcome. But yeah, like I said, guys, we won't be showing the game. We're just doing a watch along. So if you want to stick with us, we'll keep you up to date as it's going on here. But yeah, appreciate all the support. So I do. Big game day, please, Anthony, says Ben. Yeah, look, Anthony, you never know. I mean, he scored against him the last day. So, look, let's see what happens. Arsenal are in their little huddle. There's something about them huddles that just go, you're a shower of numpties. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a big fan of them, but anyway. Footy says Weghorst to score. And Party Pooper says Weghorst to score 2. There we go. Just about ready to go. Let's get the timer up and running here as well. Like I said, guys, final call for anyone watching on TikTok. If you want the full experience, head over to the YouTube channel. We're live over there with the timer, scoreboard, starting 11. Link is on the homepage, or just search United Community Channel. United to tip off. Atmosphere is rocking. Everyone is standing. No one is sitting down. I have a feeling this is going to be a good one. Let's just hope that it's not a... Well, I was going to say that neither team run away with it. I wouldn't mind United running away with it. But let's hope for... let's just hope Arsenal don't fucking run away with it. You know, United, keep it steady now. Opening 10 or 15 minutes, settle into the game, playing away from home, and kick on from there. Papa's in from Kenya. Thanks for joining us. You're more than welcome. Arsenal come early here. Here's Xhaka, gets a white to Martinelli. He's going to take on Wan-Bissaka. Let's see what he's made of. Nah, Wan-Bissaka with the block, but it's a corner to Arsenal early doors here. Manchester United view is in from South Africa. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining us. We've got Kenya in the house. We've got Zambia in the house. Everyone from all over the world, you're all more than welcome. Thanks for joining. So, early corner to Arsenal here. Just over 60 seconds gone. And United are defending early here. Poor corner. Bruno clears it at the near post. And Anthony is going to chase it down along with Eriksen. Saka does well to spin away. And Arsenal have started brightly here. Looking confident on the ball. They're playing really well in the opening 90 seconds. I know it's only 90 seconds, but here's Zinchenko now. Gets it to Martinelli. Pulls it back. Odegaard with a strike. And it's blocked by McTominay. And it goes for another corner. Arsenal have started really, really fast here. United are all... Well, not that they're all over the place, but they're kind of... They're chasing ghosts. Arsenal have started very well here. Short corner. Out to Zinchenko. Plays a little ball into Xhaka. Big opportunity here. Oh, and it's wide by Partey. Unreal start by Arsenal, I have to say. And United are, I won't say shell shocked, but they've been caught by a lightning start there. And Arsenal's movement is really good, and their link-up play is really good. But United just need to keep their composure now. Get on the ball, keep a bit of possession, silence the crowd, settle into the game. Good play there now. Here's Rashford. Wins the throw. Another United fan in his armchair. Shock glory hunter. Good man, 14 CBP. Go on off somewhere else there and annoy someone else. You won't be annoying me. 2-1 United, says Footy. Weghorst and Anthony to score. And Arsenal for Odegaard. I'll be shouting all sorts in Xhaka's ear to make him see red, says Ben. Yeah, well, that's the kind of lad you want to be doing it to. United a bit of a shaky start, says Footy. Yeah, just let him settle in now. Arsenal, obviously, the crowd behind him. All guns blazing. United win the ball high up the field here now. Rashford takes on Ben White. Just checks back. Goes to Bruno. United have a bit of space here. And Odegaard picks Bruno's pocket there. And Arsenal come away up the left-hand side with Martinelli. One-on-one with Wan-Bissaka here. He's one-on-one defending. Well, he'll have his work cut out for him with Martinelli, in fairness. He does really well. I mean, his one-on-one defending is just so good, I have to say. Eriksen, nice ball into Weghorst there, who lays it off to McTominay, and he switches it wide to Rashford. It's decent play by United. They haven't got the same kind of injection of pace going forward that Arsenal have, but they're doing well when they do come forward with it. Oh, well done by Eriksen there. He wins a free. Good opportunity for United to get a ball into the box here. Thanks to everyone who's hitting the follow button, guys. Kilkenny, Jack. United take it quickly there. Well, that's it. United keeping a nice bit of possession the last couple of minutes here. Just settling into the game a little bit. Slowing the game down. Yeah, both teams are pressing really high, and United win it back with Anthony on the right-hand side here. He is 2v1, but he does really well to progress the ball up the field. And gets it off to Bruno. It's good play by Anthony, in fairness to him. Good positive play. Bruno now goes inside to McTominay. And lays it into Weghorst, who goes back. And that's what we want now, the opening 5 or 10 minutes. Just keeping possession. Slow the game down. Settle into it as much as we can. Oh, Bruno, ref! Oh, he was looking for the penalty there. Now, there probably wasn't enough in it. But a lovely ball straight through the middle by Martinez. And for Bruno's running across the goalkeeper. And he gets the first touch. Now, I don't think there's enough contact from Ramsdale on Bruno Fernandes for it to be a penalty. There is contact there, but I don't think it's enough. It's the back of Ramsdale's hand. I'd be very surprised if this is a penalty. And no, it's not. But it's good positive play out United there. It really is. And United are pressing very high, in fairness to them, trying to pin Arsenal back as much as possible. But Arsenal are dangerous when they do break. You know, their 1-2-3 link-up plays is really good. But United are doing well to win the ball back. Comes to Rashford. Tries to set Weghorst away first time, but gives the ball away. And Weghorst does really well to win it back again. Martinez does really well. They're nice and composed. And just chips the ball into the corner for Rashford to run on tap. And United win a throw deep in Arsenal's half. Good play by United there. Really is. Great to see so many people in, guys. Keep smashing the like button for us. We're over 10,000 likes already. Great to see. Hit the follow button too if you're new to the channel. Really do appreciate all the support. Footy says we'd be lucky to get a pen there. Yeah, no, it wasn't a penalty. I said it straight away. Live, when you see the keeper coming out and the player going down, you say, ooh, but when you watch it back, no, there's no penalty there at all. Is it on Sky? Jack, it is, Jack. Yeah, it's on Sky. It certainly is. Hello from Ireland, says Jamie. Good to see you, pal. Man U no matter what, says Oveke. David De Gea gives a long pass, tries to go out to Luke Shaw, but scuffs it, and Arsenal have a throw and take it quickly here. Odegaard tries to swing one in, but it's a good block by Ericsson. And Partey gets it wide to Martinelli, who takes a strike high and wide. And that's the kind of area that David De Gea really does have to improve on, doesn't he? That his distribution, and he has improved on it. Don't get me wrong, from where he was. Ten Hag is demanding more out of him, but he does always have that kind of poor pass in his locker. But 0-0 so far, guys. Just 9 minutes gone. Shout out from Limerick. 2-1 United, says Jay. Hello from Cape Town, Mr. Van. Good to see you. Well, we've had a lively opening 10 minutes here. Oliver's in from Uganda. Good to see you. That headband on Martinez looks great, don't it? Just, he has a big, dirty black eye and the headband on. The butcher bite. Oh, Fernandes loses out to Odegaard here, and Arsenal are coming. 3-on-3, 4-on-4. Poor pass out of Odegaard. Oh, but it breaks to Martinelli anyway, and a block by Luke Shaw. Really good block. Poor out of Bruno, but Arsenal do get lucky on the second ball. Get in there now and don't let him fucking push you around. Go on, Weghorst, bye. Get in there. Don't be letting anyone push you around. What county are you from? I'm from Kilkenny, Jack. First goal today will either be a worldly or a shocking mistake from someone, says Oshin. Yeah. Good to see the big 6'6" Weghorst in there throwing a few shapes, not letting anyone being pushed around. That's what I like to see. But a free kick to Arsenal now. Chance for him to maybe pitch one into the box. United holding a high line on the edge of the D. Here it comes. Varane gets a touch on it, but Arsenal keep the ball. But United eventually clear their lines. And Rashford is away on a chase here with Ben White, but ball goes all the way back to Ramsdale. Good game so far. Good game so far. So it is. Here's Arsenal coming now. Granit Xhaka gets a wide to Martinelli. Oh, he gives the ball away. Eriksen. I mean, look. The one issue you would have here now is the more the game goes on. I mean, Arsenal have gone a week without a game. You know, we've played midweek. So will that be a factor? Will United get tired? Will the squad start to slow up? It remains to be seen. But Arsenal are being a bit sloppy in the final third and giving the ball back to United quite easily. Xhaka has done it a couple of times now. And Anthony comes away up the right hand side. Does really well. Just take the pressure off your defence. Good positive running out of him. And you know, them kind of runs really do take the pressure off your back four. Let him take a breath. Which is good to see. He has looked lively, Anthony, in the opening 12 minutes or so here. He's got on the ball a few times. He's looked very positive trying to go forward. Varane now steps out into midfield. Turns back to Wan-Bissaka, who goes to Anthony on the right hand side. Nice little slip ball now to McTominay, who's made a deep run. Back to Anthony. United looking very positive in the final third. Anthony with the cross, poor enough. It's cleared at the front post. And Martinez goes all the way back to De Gea. It's good play by United, but Anthony, when he cuts in on that left foot, his delivery does have to be better. This is going to be a good one, says Footy. And Katie says, can we buy Wout Weghorst or is he just on loan? It's just a loan. It doesn't mean you can't buy him, but there's no option to buy in the loan deal. We won't be buying him anyway. I'd be very surprised. United are out for a you know, the number 9 area is going to be, you know, the most important part of the rebuild in the summer, you would think. So I don't think he's going to be staying here after the end of the season. Santra, thanks for the gift. Really appreciate it. And Wan-Bissaka puts it behind for a corner. Kind of couldn't really take a chance. He didn't know whether there's anyone behind him. It was a deep cross in. Saka gets one, and Wan-Bissaka just doesn't take any chances. But there is no one behind him, but he doesn't take any chances and just puts it out for a corner. Carlos, thanks for the gifts. Really appreciate it, pal. But Arsenal, good chance here again now. Corner been swung in. Good corner in, but McTominay with a good header away. But Arsenal will keep possession here. United pressing really high with Anthony. Good energy. But Arsenal do well. It's been a lively game. Really has end-to-end stuff. But again, there we go. We see Arsenal are very sloppy with their final ball. And they're turning over a lot of possession. David De Gea, Jesus, he again leaves a ball a bit short, but United get lucky to come away with it. And Weghorst does well to get on the ball, lays it off to Anthony. But again, Arsenal are sloppy. They're sloppy with their final ball, and you know, you'd be saying to yourself, if they did, they would if they weren't as sloppy, they would be posing a much more of a threat for United, but United have been intercepting a lot of their passes quite easily. And Bruno is offside. Let's see. They're looking at the younger option like Kane. Am I right, Jack? Yeah, well, look, Kane is not young. He's, he's 29. He's not old either, but I think it's going to be Kane to go for because he only has a year left in his contract. Osimhen doesn't, and you'd be talking 120 million minimum for Osimhen. It all depends what happens with the new owners coming in, doesn't it? If they're willing to spend that kind of money, let's see. But I have a feeling it's going to be Kane. Jessica, thanks for the gift. Really appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who's hitting the follow button as well, guys. Ben says, ask Chris if Harry Kane is coming. We all know Chris's take on Harry Kane. Here's Bruno now inside to Rashford. Lovely bit of skill. United have numbers over here. Rashford with a strike. Yes! It's 1-0! And who scores it? Who scores it? Marcus Rashford. It's 1-0 to United. Come on, my son. It's there. United are 1-0 up away from home. What a goal. And Arsenal only have themselves to blame. I've been saying it since the start of the game. They've been giving the ball away so easily. The ball is given away about 10 or 15 yards inside the Arsenal half, and Rashford gets on it. He has a lovely bit of skill, and is it Saliba or Gabriel, whoever it is, drops off, and Rashford sees an opening, and we know he has a strike on him. So, lovely bit of skill to take it around Partey, and the opening is there. He goes near post, and the power takes it past Ramsdale. It's 1-0 to United. The collar goes up. Come on! What a goal! What a goal! And to be honest with you, it's not out. It's not that United are we deserve this. Now if it had been 1-0 to Arsenal, you could say they deserve it as well. But it's been a 50-50 game so far. But Marcus Rashford, it does what he's been doing all season. And he scores again 17 goals this season, 9 in the Premier League. The kid is on fire. And what a brilliant start by United there. Happy days. Happy days. And that'll give us bags of confidence now. Here's Rashford again now. Lay a tackle there. And Rashford wins a free. Well done. Brilliant start by United. Come on. And Ben White is on a yellow card. And that's very, very early to be getting a yellow card as a fullback with Rashford running against you. Come on. What a start. What a start. Get in there. Let's update the scoreboard here. What a great start. What a great start. Twig says, I have my collar up too. Party Boober says, you weren't wrong about the first goal, Oshie. There you go. There you go. Rashford to Chelsea after this goal. We buy everyone, says Paul. I felt like that kind of game, Party. And Chris says, Rashford just went around Partey like nothing. End this discussion of Partey, Bert and Casemiro. I agree with you, Chris. I agree with you there. Rashford, boy, come on. Smash the like button. Hit the follow button. He scores when he wants, says Ben. There you go. And Ushin says, Paul, I've heard Arsenal are in for McTominay in case you're looking for another midfield cover. But Arsenal coming again now. Great defensive play by Anthony. Brilliant tackle. Really well done by Anthony there. And we can see that ball is on all the time. Eriksen instantly trying to get Rashford away up the left-hand side. But brilliant defensive run by Anthony and a great tackle. Now I need a drop of water after that screaming and shouting. Brilliant start. Brilliant start. 20 minutes gone, guys. 1-0 to Manchester United in the Lions' Den, away from home. I was in the car with my mom and got the notification and screamed. She nearly crashed, says Jack. But look, there's nothing won yet. Let's not get carried away. Keep our feet on the ground. Arsenal are a very good team. Let's not change anything though. We've been playing well so far. Saka now going one-on-one with Luke Shaw here. Steps into the box. Luke Shaw stands him up. Comes back to Xhaka and a strike. Well blocked. And another corner to Arsenal. And that's the threat that Arsenal pose. You'd have to say it. CDE 1 up. Absolutely. Killian says, I think we've been better going forward than Arsenal. We've been fairly sloppy in the final third. Come on, United. Oh, they've been fairly sloppy. They have. They've been giving the ball away an awful lot. But again, look, a lot of corners so far against United. We've dealt with them well, and you would say we do have a big enough team. Varane, Weghorst, McTominay. Saka now goes to the edge of the box, and a strike is wide. Martinelli with a strike wide. Good opportunity for Arsenal in a kind of a training ground corner. And yeah, he just pulls off and strikes it. Yeah, he just doesn't get it on target. Good play by Arsenal though. I can't put my collar up. I'm wearing the green jersey, but if I could, I would. Andrew, thanks for the gifts. Really appreciate it. But yeah, 1-0 to United, guys. Good start. Wan-Bissaka gives it away now, high up the field. Ball played inside the Partey. Martinelli now goes with Wan-Bissaka again, and Wan-Bissaka blocks it, and that's a goal kick. Oh, it's not. It's another corner. It looked like a goal kick, but another corner to Arsenal. United really need to be on their toes. You give away too many of these, one of them will go against you. And again, they go short. Here's Zinchenko now. Gives it to Odegaard, who gets it wide to... Oh, great ball in, and a header. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. Luke Shaw goes to sleep at the back post. It's Nketiah. It's lovely link-up play with Arsenal on the left-hand side, you'd have to say. And Luke Shaw, I think, let me just double-check this now, but it looks like it's Luke Shaw that goes to sleep at the back post. And Nketiah just comes steaming in. What a header. And buries it. The short corner, you'd be thinking... just about, is it danger averted? But they recycle the ball. Zinchenko plays it into Xhaka, and it's a lovely, lovely cross. Zinchenko plays it in. Xhaka gives the run to is it Martinelli? Oh no, Odegaard gives it to Xhaka, sorry. And he just puts a lovely ball in, and it's Wan-Bissaka who's still at the back post from the corner, and never, obviously, he never makes it all the way back across. And he just goes to sleep, and Nketiah just runs right across him. Free header on the back post. And it's 1-1. It's game on again here. Collar goes down. We have a game on our hands here. We have a game on our hands here. Well, we have a game on our hands. And that'll certainly get the Arsenal crowd and the Arsenal team up here. And United just need to keep their composure, keep their shape, keep talking, keep calm, stay organised. Here's Partey now, steaming through the middle. Nketiah gets to the end line, cross is too deep. But Odegaard is going to retrieve it on the far side. Oh, lovely little ball to Saka at the end line, pulls it back, but McTominay is well placed to clear it. And Arsenal win a throw. Gotta hate Arsenal, says Party Pooper, so do I. Hate him. Hate him. Hate him. Please tell me there's potatoes to be had at half time. There is, Patrick. Don't worry. We've got the potatoes ready to go. The half time potatoes. So it's 1-1, guys. 26 minutes gone. And it's been a brilliant game so far. And Weghorst does well to win a free kick just around the halfway line. Thanks everyone who's hitting the follow button on TikTok as well, guys. Much appreciated. Keep smashing the like button. We're nearly at 20,000 likes. We're going to aim for 40,000 likes before the end of the game. So if you have a second, tap the screen a few times. And like I said, anyone who wants the full experience, we're live on YouTube at the moment as well. We've got the scoreboard, the starting 11, the timer, all on the screens up over here. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. If you want the full experience, go check it out. Hit the subscribe button. But it's 1-1, guys. 1-1. Here's United coming out. Weghorst does really well to win it back. And Rashford just shows a little bit too much of it to Odegaard, who's lying on the ball. You can't do that, ref. But United will keep possession on the right-hand side with Anthony here. Nice little link-up play between himself and Wan-Bissaka. Rashford leaves the ball behind him. And Arsenal looking to break here. Varane and Nketiah, who has the pace. Nketiah gets to it first, but United have players behind the ball. But Odegaard steps out. Martinez does really, really well. Great defender by Martinez. And a nice pass to Weghorst, who first time sets it off to Anthony. I've been impressed with Weghorst so far. Here's Anthony down the right hand side now. Cuts in on his left. McTominay with a strike. Oh, and a great save by Ramsdale. Great counter-attack play by United. I've been very, very impressed with Weghorst so far. He's dropping into that number 9 as a false 9, or the number 10 area. And he's taking the ball in and laying it off really well. Anthony cuts in on his left. Lays it off to McTominay, who tries to place one outside of his right foot. And it's a good save by Ramsdale. Corner to United here now. Just waiting on the corner to be taken here. Weghorst, big man in around the keeper. It's going to be Shaw to swing it in. Good ball in. It's a great header by Gabriel. Eriksen wins the second one back in. Does well to win it again. Needs a hand. Rashford is there. McTominay looking to... It's offside. I think Rashford coming back out. Let's see what people are saying here. If United had a chance to sign Osman or Vlahovic, who would you prefer? Says O'Donnell. I'd probably prefer Osman, to be honest. Irish lad says, end-to-end stuff, great match. It is. It is. Big Mac wouldn't finish his McNuggets, says Patrick. Footy says, what's your subscriber goal before the end of the year? I don't really have one, to be quite honest. If people are happy to... Sorry, I thought you meant membership goal. So my subscriber goal by the end of the year is 5,000. If we can get to that, then great. But if not, no big deal. But it's just nice to have. But yeah, nice to have a goal. Great to see so many people in, guys. Hit the follow button if you're new to the channel. All the watch-alongs, daily United content. Bit of criticism about Eriksen I've seen a couple of times so far is he's struggling to actually get the ball down. A lot of it is bobbling and he's trying to head balls over, lads, and maybe flick balls over, letting it bounce too much. Now, it could be just a bit of bad luck, but really needs to get the ball down quicker because he's lethal with the ball at his feet. Lovely ball. Here's Arsenal coming now. Martinelli tries to slip in and Nketiah, but it's a good block. But Arsenal keep the ball with Xhaka. Zinchenko gets a wide to Odegaard. And Saka now. Luke Shaw has his hands cut out with him. There's Odegaard, gets to the end line, tries to drill one and wins another corner. It's good positive play by United, or by Arsenal. Oh, it's not a corner, I don't think. It's interesting. I know I asked before, my son had my phone, so I don't know if you answered it. Loan or chance to buy Wout Weghorst? No, there's no chance to buy him. It's just a loan. Katie. We are winning this match, says Mike. Flick on there by Weghorst as well. And it's a throw to United. But Arsenal are, like, if you're looking at, you know, that kind of the area of the pitch that you'd be talking possession. Now, there hasn't been one up yet, but I'd say the majority of the possession has been in the United half, if not in the final third. Arsenal have attacked an awful lot more than United. You know, they've won a lot of corners out of it and things like that, but they haven't had a lot of really clear-cut chances. They've taken the one that they've had, and United have taken the one that they had as well. So Luke Shaw gives away a free kick there. And Arteta doing his usual bullshit on the sideline. Fucking jeez, he deny you, boy. And the referee is listening to him there. And that's the kind of shit that I fucking hate. Trying to get lads a booking. And Mikel Arteta runs up the touchline to the fourth official looking for a yellow card for Luke Shaw. It isn't a yellow card. And for whatever about a player doing it, for your fucking manager to be coming along and looking for cards, it's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. But it's typical of Arteta. Absolutely typical. Arteta is a clown, says Aldo. What's the score? It's 1-1. 1-1, guys. Just over 10 minutes to go in the first half here. How was that a yellow card, says Chris. Oshin says, learn from his best pal, Pep. Arteta is so annoying, says Footy. Patrick says he'll start doing the hokey-pokey next on the touchline if it means he gets an unfair advantage. Ball cross now. Great ball by Eriksen. A cross field pass to Anthony. And Wan-Bissaka's on the overlap. Comes to Bruno in the end. And then back to Anthony. Arsenal have numbers back. But Anthony is looking very lively. Nice bit of skill. Lays it off to Eriksen. Bruno just gives it away. And Arsenal clear their lines. No yellow for Shaw. Phew. Did he not get a yellow? Looked like he got one. It looked like Shaw got a yellow now. I don't know. Maybe he didn't. Yeah, there's nothing on live score for it at the moment, but... Oh, Arteta got booked. All right. Well, that's the right That's the right outcome there. He's fucking running up and down the touchline looking for yellow cards for lads. Whatever about players. I don't like players doing it, but for fucking managers to do it, it's embarrassing. But great to see so many people in, guys. Please hit the follow button if you're new to the channel. All the United watch-alongs, daily content. And if you do want the full experience, like I said, we're live over on YouTube at the moment as well. Link is on my homepage. Or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11, all on the screen. If it's something you want to check out, click on the link on the homepage. But hit the follow button, like I said, if you're new to the channel. Arteta running up and down that touchline like an absolute Ned. So he is. Looking for yellow cards. It's embarrassing. So it is. Absolutely embarrassing. But it's 1-1, guys. Just under 10 minutes to go. And it's a corner to Manchester United here. Saka is going to swing it in. And again, Arsenal have had a lot of corners in this first half. And it shouldn't have been a corner by all accounts. But the corner goes all the way through and Aaron Wan-Bissaka will clear the lines. Arsenal regain possession again. Like, here's Nketiah now. He's looked really lively, Nketiah, in fairness to him. A good strong tackle by him there on Scott McTominay. He's been really good for Arsenal, I have to say, as much as I hate saying it. Good strong challenge there. He's not shying away. Ah, well done, Bruno. Good tackle there, and he sets Anthony away up the left-hand side here. And Rashford is in space if he can find him, which he does. Pass, it's just a bit too far. And Gabriel gets on it. If Rashford had got a touch on it, Weghorst was free in the middle on his own. And Luke Shaw has his work cut out for him here with Saka, in fairness. It's been a really good battle here in the first half. Shaw and Saka have been really, really going at each other. It's been a lightning fast game though. It really, really has. Cooper's in, says, I see bro is angry today. Lucas says, good game so far. Yep. Scott playing good. He's playing okay. He kind of goes hiding a little bit, really, doesn't he? McTominay, an awful lot. You would see, you mightn't see him getting involved for 5 minutes at a time. But I think he's in there more so for his defensive duty than he is going forward. But Arsenal are happy to slow the game down a little bit here now, because United had a couple of attacks on the bounce. And it looks like Rashford and Anthony are just after switching sides for the time being. Rashford gone out to the right and Anthony on the left. Oh, what a terrible pass by Ben White. Just gives it straight to Eriksen. Bruno now. Anthony. Oh, lovely little bit of play there. And Bruno's away up the left-hand side here. And it's 3-on-3. Rashford lets it run for Eriksen. Gets it wide to Bruno again. Make the right decision now. Decent enough cross that's headed away. And United have a throw right down in Arsenal's corners. Good positive play. But yeah, really appreciate it, guys. Nearly 30,000 likes already. Great to see. Keep smashing the like button for us. Hit the follow button if you're new to the channel. Like I said, daily Manchester United content. All of the watch-alongs throughout the season. Make sure you're hitting that follow button. And we're live over on YouTube as well if you want the full experience. Link is on the homepage. Pascal's watching from Uganda. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining. Footy says Sean knows how Saka plays because they both play for England. Yeah. Anthony on the left, Aaron, yeah. And Chris says Ben White with a McMuffin pass. How's the match so far? What's the score? It's 1-1. It's been a brilliant game. About 5 minutes to go in the first half here. Really good game. Anthony now with a cross into the box. Just takes a deflection and goes into Ramsdale's arms. And Arsenal are after breaking fast here. Partey is coming down through the middle. And McTominay positions himself well enough just to slow down the attack. And Luke Shaw does well to intercept the pass. And Rashford comes away up the left-hand side. Partey on his back. Ben White in front of him. Good positive play by Rashford. Gets to the end line. And of course goes back then. Good play. Luke Shaw now. Bruno. United just keeping a bit of possession. Doing well. Pinning Arsenal back. Be great time to get another goal just before half time. United do have Arsenal pinned back. Varane now, nice ball. Weghorst lays it off. Oh, and Zinchenko reads it really well. There was an offside there somewhere as well, but good play by United. Varane plays a lovely little ball, and Bruno steps over it. And Weghorst just lays it off to Anthony, who I think is just offside. But good play by United there. Kai says, Weghorst terrible, really not happy with him playing for Man United. He's played really good this first half, Kai. I don't know what game you're watching. I think he's been really good. His first touch has been good. He's been bringing other players into the game. He's pressed really well. Yeah, you're not going to put a ball in over the top for him to run onto. That's not his game, but he's. I've been impressed with him, I have to say. Lucas says Casemiro's a loss to the team today. He is a loss, absolutely, of course. Of course he is, but you have a squad for a reason. You know, you're going to have to use it eventually. Oh, Partey is going to lose it, does he? Oh, he gets really lucky. Weghorst and Bruno were closing him down. But you can see what the tactic is with the forward line. Weghorst is dropping out into the midfield to make up the numbers, and you know when we're out of possession, he's dropping in, and when we're in possession and he drops in, it's creating space in behind for Rashford and Anthony to run into, and he's doing it quite well. In fairness, he hasn't stopped running for the first half here. He's looked really energetic. In fairness to him, but here's Xhaka coming down the left, cross in. Martinez deals with it well, in fairness. McTominay, Luke Shaw, Bruno. That's a foul. Yeah, Rashford, Ben White through the back of Rashford. That's a free out. And United they were lucky enough there because they were, like, Ben White is on the sunbeds, surely, is he? What? Like, there's no way you get that kind of a tan living in London in January. Either that or he's on the tinted moisturiser or something. Jesus Christ. Ben White, huh? So free to United now. Martinez goes back to De Gea. Gets the ball rolling. Luke Shaw gives a first time pass to Rashford, who's not even there. And Arsenal are coming down the right hand side now. Switch it into the middle. Xhaka gets a wide to Martinelli. United just need to defend here now for the next couple of minutes. Strike by Zinchenko, goes wide. And Nketiah was coming in. It was just a bit ahead of him. But it's a goal kick to United. Ben says, why is Arteta not shouting for Ben White to get booked again? I know. You saw the TikTok I sent you with Ben White. I did actually, Chris, yeah. He's borrowed the instant tan off the missus, says Patrick. I was saying to the missus before the game, he looks like he has makeup on or something. He does. But great to see so many people in, guys. Really appreciate. I mean, we said at the start we were going to look for 30,000 likes before the end of the game. And we've already got it. It's not even half time, which is great. Let's go for 50,000. Oh! Big shout for a penalty there. Wan-Bissaka. United putting the pressure on here in the last 60 seconds. Oh, and a dodgy pass back. Oh, Ramsdale. Weghorst is closing him down. Get away with it. And here's Arsenal coming out with Odegaard down the right hand side. Gets it to Xhaka. Or to Saka. 1-on-1 with Luke Shaw. Turns in on his left. Luke Shaw does really well. Just stands up. Gets the block. But Saka is going to come again here. Oh, Shaw gets another good block on it. Comes to Partey on the edge of the box. Bouncing around Zinchenko. United need to clear their line. Saka! And again Luke Shaw with a great block. Brilliant defending by Luke Shaw. United just failed to clear their lines. And there's the half-time whistle. Breathe. What a first half. What a first half. Really good first half. 1-1, guys. Half-time. Really good first half. Take a breath now and relax. That's been 90 miles an hour. It's been really, really good. Marcus Rashford gives United the lead early on, and it wasn't much in the. We weren't ahead for long. I think it was it maximum 10 minutes? I think, and then Ketia gets the equaliser. But what a great first half. If we have a second half like that, we'll be happy. Right, I'm gonna grab the potatoes. Time for half-time potatoes. 1 sec. I'll be right back. You're right, miss. Right, here we go. For anyone who's new to the channel, this is a half-time thing. If you're not from Ireland, just go get yourself a bag of them somewhere, online, whatever you want. Cheese and onion, unbelievable. Half-time potatoes. It's our little superstition. We're yet to lose during half-time when we've had the potatoes at half-time, so that's a good bag now. But let me see. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the chat. United, Arsenal, or draw? Get the comments in. Now that's half-time, 1-1. What way do you think it's going to go? United, Arsenal, or draw? Get the comments in. A lot of people saying United. Patrick says United. Aaron says draw. Arsenal 3-1 says Jack. So obviously different people having their different opinions. It's a hard one to call because both teams haven't run away with the first half, you'd have to say. Both teams have been quite good. And both teams, in fairness to them, have defended quite well as well. Oshin says, still think we've enough. Sticking at 2-1. And Celtic says, Could swing either way, but I think we could just about take the win. We need to control the tempo a bit better second half. I agree. It's always a hard thing to do when you are away from home, especially when you're going to the league leaders, you know. I mean, the Emirates has been bouncing now for a couple of months, so it is going to be a difficult place to go when you're thinking about silence in the crowd and all of that, but get Garnacho on, job done, says right. I think we'll see him at some stage, I really do. Historically, we've always been the team to find Arsenal out, and today's no different. Love it. Love it, Patrick. Potatoes are unbelievable. It's the quickest bag I've had in a long time. Now, for everyone worried about the superstition, there you go. Finished. Andrew, thanks for the gifts, pal. Really appreciate it. Just showing the replays here now. Rashford's goal, 17 minutes. Oh, it leaves Partey for dirt. And what a strike. And as soon as it leaves his foot, you know it's buried. You really do. Oh, wow. And the shot starts outside the near post and curls inwards with the right foot. It was just a brilliant, brilliant strike. You'd have to say, but Arsenal were their own worst enemies at that stage because they just kept giving the ball away. We have to come out firing in the second half. Can't be down, says Chris. Yeah, we can't do what we done against Crystal Palace and just come out flat in the second half, because this Arsenal team will punish you a lot more than that Crystal Palace team will. Crazy Irishman is in. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining us. Just showing the Arsenal going here. The United back line was very deep. Unreal ball in from Xhaka. And Wan-Bissaka just goes to sleep. He really does. Yeah, I mean, they're just showing it. Wan-Bissaka nearly gets confused. He gets sucked in on Gabriel and yeah, he just goes to sleep. It's a really bad error by Wan-Bissaka, you'd have to say. And it's to be honest with you, it's uncharacteristic of him, because he's Keane is not happy. I'm listening to Roy Keane here. Yeah, and he's saying just you have to go and win it, and he's right. In fairness, you have to go and win it. What a goal from Rashi, says Irishman. Killian says Weghorst has done good this half, I thought. Held up the ball well. I have to agree, I thought he's been really good in the first half. The ball has been zipped into him an awful lot really fast. His first touch has been good. He's been bringing other players in. He's been creating a bit of space in behind. I've been happy with him, I have to say. They had 11 shots and 1 on target, says Lucas. Ushin says Fred on for Ericsson, question mark. Not yet. I think that would be a defensive move. I think it would be a defensive move. You'd have as Fred and McTominay on together, and you would lose the you would lose that the creativity of Eriksen. But I think Fred is going to come on at some stage. Whether he comes on for Eriksen or not, I don't know. But yeah, I'd leave it for now. Is Roy ever happy, says Lucas. Let's see what people are saying. Happy with a pint, says Dipper. No, I won't say happy, but I wouldn't be disappointed, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be jumping around with a pint, but you're going to the league leaders away from home. A pint is never a bad result, you know. But yeah, look, we're just going to have to see what happens. We really are. But guys, look, great to see so many people in. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the follow button. We're closing in on 22,000 followers, 23,000 followers. Daily Manchester United content, all of the watch-alongs throughout the season. So do hit that follow button, helps the channel out an awful lot. If you do want the full experience as well, like I said, we're live over on YouTube at the moment as well. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11 is over here. All the good stuff on the screen. Click the link on the home page, the YouTube link, or just search United Community Channel and head over there, hit the subscribe button and get into the chat over there. Chat tends to be a lot quieter over on YouTube as well, so if you do want a comment read out, your best bet is to go over to YouTube and get your comments into the chat. I appreciate all the gifts as well, guys. Much appreciated. Thanks a lot. But yeah, really good first half, you'd have to say. Really, really good first half. I'm going to have a sore throat after this. Let's have a look at the stats of the first half. Let's see. Manchester United. Do. Let's see. So, possession is pretty much 50-50. It's 50.6% to Arsenal, 49.4% to United. Total shots, Arsenal have had 11. United have had 2. Shots on target is 2 apiece. And then shots off target, United have had no shots off target and Arsenal have had 9. So, interesting there. Dribbles, United have had 4, Arsenal have had 2. Aerials, 1, United have had 6 to Arsenal's 5. Tackles, Arsenal have had 15 to United's 8. Corners are 6 to Arsenal, 1 to United. Yeah, so... yeah. It's pretty much 50. I won't say pretty much 50-50. It's very even. Aaron says Aaron Wan-Bissaka's position was never that good. Patrick says Fred for McSauce makes more sense from the start. Would have been better. Lucas says your TikTok has been booming. It has. I appreciate all the support, guys. Everyone who's following, subscribing, all of that good stuff. I really do appreciate it. You're all legends. So you are. And yeah, we have 6 subscribers on the TikTok channel as well. 6 out of 11. We're going for our starting 11. And we have 6 filled so far, which is great to see as well. What's the score? So it's 1-1 at half time, guys. 1-1. Party Hoover says, what do you think of Haaland today? I think I heard a stat today. What has he got? 24 goals now? 25 goals? Something like that. That amount of goals would have won the Golden Boot last year. And it's only halfway. You know. Crazy. Absolute crazy. So, he's a goal machine. He really is. He really is. But yeah. Would you be worried about Shaw's yellow card now in the second half, says Dylan. He didn't get one, Dylan. I thought he got one as well, but the ref was actually giving it to Arteta for running up to the 4th official. So Luke Shaw didn't get a yellow card at all. So happy days. There's only been one yellow card, and it's been Ben White. So you'd be hoping, you know, Rashford, keep going at Ben White, keep taking him on, you know, draw a foul out of him. If we make a change, get Garnacho on, put him on the left, you know, go at him every time. Before you know it, Bosch, second yellow. What's the mad rumour that some United fans want? I have no idea who that person is, Crazy Irishman. If it's a fake name or not, I don't know. I'm afraid to read it out, but I've never heard of him. Oh, I think I know who you're on about. Pogba. Yeah. Pogba's not coming back to Man United. No way. Actually, let me ask the group. Let me ask the chat. Would you want Pogba back at Manchester United? Yes or no? Put your yeses or no's in the chat. Yes, no, there's some yeses, there's some no's. A lot of yeses there. A lot of no's as well. Yeah. I mean, there's some yeses in there. Majority of them are no's, but would I take Pogba back at Manchester United? I would rather my grandmother sign and play centre midfield. And she's in a nursing home. Then, you know, I wouldn't take him back in a million years. Negative attitude, you know, never 100% committed to the team. He's now injury prone. I wouldn't go near him. So Mikel Arteta has made a change at half time, guys. And Ben White is off. Ben White is gone on. So he is. Which is interesting. Obviously, Arteta is not taking any chances. I think it's going to be Tomiyasu that's coming on instead of him. Yeah, it is. So, big change there by Arteta. Ben White off. And there you go. And that's big up to the likes of Marcus Rashford, who's, you know, who obviously is posing a real big threat up that left-hand side. And Arteta doesn't want to take any chances, potentially being down to 10 men. But anyway, great to see so many people in, guys. We're nearly ready to go here again. Nearly ready to kick off the second half. You get the timer up and running here. And like I said, anyone watching on TikTok, guys, if you do want the full experience, we're live over on YouTube as well at the moment. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11, all on the screen. Link is on the homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube and go over and hit subscribe and get in the chat. But we're up and running again. Come on, United. Come on. Let's see them love hearts in the chat. Everyone, get them in. All the United fans. Let's get the love hearts in the chat. Come on. Big second half needed here. That's what I like to see. Come on. Good battling there by Xhaka and McTominay. And Anthony comes away with the ball. And wins a free out of it. Yeah, and Xhaka gives away the free, and he's not happy about it, but it was. Anthony has looked very lively, I have to say. Now, look, he has to work on his final ball. He really does. But in terms of positivity, he reminds me an awful lot of Garnacho in a way. He's very positive on the ball. Always wants to take on the fullback. Always looking to go forward with it. But is just a bit raw and has to work on that final pass and maybe his decision making, you know. But he's still a young chap. What is he? He's only 21, you know. So Ricky is in and says, "Up United." Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining us on YouTube there. And the tackles are flying in here in the second half. It's going to be Anthony is going to get a yellow card here early doors. I mean, how do you choose who gave the foul there? Anthony and Fernandez, both of them going in on Zinchenko. And Anthony gets the yellow card. I mean, that's a tough decision. Essie says Anthony needs coaching. He does. But he's at the right club for it, and he has the right manager. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he'll be okay. Here he is now down the right-hand side. Oh, he just plays the ball a bit too far ahead of him, and Partey gets the touch. Oh, but Anthony keeps the pressure on. Brilliant pressure there by Anthony. I've been impressed with him in this game. I have to say, he's been really positive. And it's a corner to United. Second corner of the game. Michael is in and says, up City. I think it's the wrong channel you're on, Michael. But you're welcome. We like a bit of banter on this channel. No hatred, just banter. Shaw out to swing in the ball. Poor one. Dealt with at the near post. Saka to come away with it. Does well. Gets the ball wide to Nketiah. Ah, lovely tackle by Martinez. But in fairness to Nketiah, he keeps onto it. Arsenal coming down the right hand side now. Tomiyasu inside to Odegaard. Tries to chip onto the back post. Wan-Bissaka is there. Good header. But Martinelli will pick up the scraps. Back to Zinchenko. Edge of the box. Dinks one in. Martinez with the header. McTominay as well. Weghorst as well. But here's Gabriel. Wins the second ball. That's a load of bollocks. Now there's a booking for a dive if I've ever seen one. Arsenal keep the ball here. Odegaard with the strike. It's blocked. United clear the line. Gabriel goes into the box and throws his arse into, I don't know what United player was, and goes over like a blouse. I've never seen a bigger dive in my life. But Arsenal enjoying a nice bit of possession here now. Liz says, any potatoes tonight? Just after finishing him, Liz. Here's Martinelli coming down the left now. One-on-one with Wan-Bissaka. Gets the cross in, but Varane is well placed and Anthony gets the ball under control. Gives a nice little 50-50 shoulder and puts Zinchenko out into the stand. Love to see it. Come on! Why are the Premier League putting Stevie Wonder tributes on as referees? Again, United giving away possession again, and Arsenal have been impressive in possession in the at the start of the second half here, and United have been a bit sloppy. Anthony going to get sent off, says Adrian. Well, look, let's see what happens, but he's not in a kind of a position that he really needs to go into challenges, you know. Eriksen gives the ball away again. Martinelli now on the left. What's the score? It's 1-1, guys. 51 minutes gone. Rashford scored first for United and then Nketiah equalised for Arsenal. Here's Odegaard now. Skips past the midfield. Oh, gets Jack in. What a tackle by Martinez. What an unbelievable tackle. Right on the 6-yard box. He had to get it right. Or Xhaka had a shot on the goal. Really well read. Reads the pass out of Odegaard. Follows the run and gets a well-timed tackle in. Corner to Arsenal. Another corner to Arsenal here. They go short again. United look like they've dealt with it. Eriksen is not in this game at all. He really isn't. He's giving the ball away an awful lot, I have to say it. Here's Tomiyasu now and Saka down the right hand side. Saka 1-on-1 with Eriksen. Weghorst steps in. Saka with a strike! It's 2-1! What a goal! Oh, Eriksen allows him inside on his left foot. Weghorst is coming across to close it down, but he doesn't get to him in time. And he unleashes an absolute bullet of a shot. Absolute bullet of a shot. And David De Gea is beaten from about 30 yards. It's an absolute bullet of a shot. We'll need to have a look at it now and see. But Eriksen allows him in on his left too easy, in my opinion. And United are 2-1 down here. And it's been all Arsenal in this second half, you'd have to say. And United really need to get themselves together here if they're going to have a chance. But Tomiyasu gets the ball on the right hand side, comes to Saka, and Eriksen is too square with him, allows him inside on his left. Weghorst comes to close it down, and it's an unreal strike, and it hits the side net. And David De Gea, should he save it? I mean, the power takes it home. 2-1 to Arsenal. Fuck it anyway. Two one to Arsenal. Fuck it anyway. Fuck it anyway. Arsenal coming again. Arsenal have been really, really good in the second half, I have to say. It looks. I mean, we're talking about Eriksen there, and obviously Casemiro is out. We're not making excuses with Casemiro gone, but it's the midfield really where this game is being won and lost at the moment. United have been sloppy in midfield, giving the ball away, haven't been physical enough. And yeah, I mean, Partey, Xhaka and Odegaard are dominating, you'd have to say. Here's Rashford now down the left. He gets through and a strike! What a save by Ramsdale! What a save. Rashford does so well, and Anthony is going to get on the second ball here. He stands up Zinchenko, goes on his left, looking for a strike. Poor strike, and Arsenal clear, but geez, great save by Ramsdale. We just need maybe 5 minutes or so now of just keeping possession, like we done in the first half. Remember, Arsenal came out 100 miles an hour at the start of the game, and after about 5-10 minutes or so, United started to get on the ball a little bit, slowed the game down, quieten the crowd, settle into it, and we need to do that again here in this second half, because Arsenal have come out all guns blazing. Psychic says, keep the faith, we can stay in this. Chris says, has to keep him outside. Irish says, Saka has been skinning Shaw all game. And Psychic says, Rashford could pop up 35 yards out and score. It's a good game, we can get back into it. Yeah, look, long way to go yet. 35 minutes, probably 40 minutes you'd expect with at a time. So, plenty of time to go. Just stay within touching distance, And here's Rashford's chance again. Oh, and it takes a deflection and Ramsdale. The ball is buried. It takes a deflection and goes the opposite way, and Ramsdale moves his feet. It's a world-class save by Ramsdale. And lads have been giving me a lot of stick on TikTok today over choosing Ramsdale ahead of De Gea in my combined 11. And it's for reasons like that why I done it. He's been so good this year, Ramsdale has. Here's Rashford now coming down the left. Gets to the end line, but it's kind of smothered out. Goes for a goal kick in the end. 57 minutes gone. Don't worry yet now. Let's not worry yet. Here's Veghorst now. A bit of space to run into. Gets the ball wide to Luke Shaw, who has plenty of space if he can set it up for a cross. Little one inside to Bruno. Nice one too. Luke Shaw gets to the end line and it's a corner to United. Good play by United there. Patrick, you're talking through your fucking hole, boy. So you are. Corner now to United. It's going to be Eriksson to swing it in. Nice ball in. Oh, Ramsdale comes out. Oh, Martinez, yes! Martinez with the equaliser. Come on! Lovely. The man with the headband and the black eye puts his head in where no one had put their foot in. And it's 2-2. Get in there. Brilliant corner by Eriksson. Puts it right in on the 6-yard box. And there's a load of Arsenal players under it. And Ramsdale comes out to punch it. And he gets something on it. But he doesn't get enough on it. Drops to Martinez. And Martinez is forced there. And he puts his head in low. And it's a looping header. And the Arsenal defenders can't get back onto the goal line quick enough. And it's just a scooping one. Yeah, and it's Gabriel can't head it away. Heads it into the roof of the net. And it's 2-2. We're back in it. Come on. Game on again. Lovely. Get in there. The butcher. Oh, my throat is killing me. Lovely. Come on. Oh. What a game we have on our hands. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Really appreciate it. Celine, thanks for the gift. Carlos, thanks for the gift. Really appreciate it, guys. We have a game on here again. Now, let's see what Arsenal make of this. Let's see what they've got. They've come from behind already. They're going to have to go and win this game again if they want to increase the gap on City and on us. And we've just ticked over the 60 minutes as well, guys, so let's change the scoreboard. Apologies. Great to see so many people in, guys. Smash the like button. Come on, 2-2. We have a game on our hands here. Let's go. Hit the follow button if you're new to the channel. Nearly 800 people watching on TikTok. Great to see. Smash the like button. Hit the follow button. And like I said, if you want the full experience, we're live over on YouTube as well. We've got the scoreboard, the starting 11, the timer, all on the screen. Link is on the home page, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube and go check it out. High press by United there. Rashford scores the winner. 95 minutes, says Paul. 3-2. Party Pooper says, this is my team. Love it. Come on now. Good opportunity here. Keep your shape. Plenty of time. Just don't concede. Don't concede. Patrick says, I just finished my potatoes when they equalised. Coincidence? I think not. Open up another bag of them quick. Good play by United there now. Wan-Bissaka has a bit of space to run into. Just checks back though. And then goes to Anthony. Good play. Anthony now plays it into McTominay, who has a bit of space to run into as well. Can he pick out a decent pass? Oh, Veghorst was making a lovely run and he just plays it behind him. Poor pass. Oh, and Tomiyasu was all over the shop. And Rashford here. Man, he's all over him, ref. Rashford does well. Steps in. Comes to Anthony. Oh, I just couldn't control it. Too many Arsenal players around him. And Arsenal come away with Weghorst defending really well there. Oh, what are you giving a free there for, ref? Soft Arsenal players. They've always been soft, haven't they? Blow the whistle now, please. Come on, we're still in this game. And it silenced the crowd. You know, it silenced the Emirates here, and you can hear the United fans more so. Zinchenko now gets Martinelli down the left, one-on-one with Wan-Bissaka. And Eriksen does well to block Odegaard's shot. And Luke Shaw does well to come away with it. Oh, lovely ball. Is Rashford on? Looked off, but... Oh, he just... Oh, he couldn't make up his mind and loses it to Tomiyasu. Chantal and Tracy, thanks for the gifts, guys. Really appreciate it. 2-2. What a game of football we've had so far, and there's a long way to go yet. But Arsenal are just... I mean, United are giving away too much space in the middle of the park, and that's where we're missing Casemiro. We're too easy play through. Here Saka now gets into the box. Luke Shaw squares it, and Nketiah... It's blocked. Is it a goal kick? Or a corner? Looks like it's going to be a corner here. And Luke Shaw, I think, it allows him into the box too easily there. He allows him nearly to walk into the 6-yard box nearly. And you need to be getting out quicker and closing him down. And Luke Shaw does have his hands full. As well as Shaw has been playing this season, he's having his hands full. It's a goal kick, sorry. Chantal, thanks for the gifts again. Really appreciate it. Liz says Salah or Rashford. Well, at the moment, Rashford. Rashford's one of the most informed players in the world at the moment. Kazman, thanks for the gift. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I take Rashford over Salah at the moment. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, if you're talking about the last 5 years, who's been better? It's been Salah. Of course it's been Salah. But at the moment, Rashford is one of the most informed players in the world. Rashford playing good tonight, says Espin. He is playing good. Just he's kind of, the ball has got caught under his feet once or twice in the second half. Hasn't kind of made up his mind what he wants to do, go left or right. Here's Martinelli now one-on-one with Wan-Bissaka. In fairness to Wan-Bissaka, he's kept Martinelli relatively quiet. Oh, here's Xhaka now. Where was that? Where did that come from? Odegaard on the edge. Oh, it's blocked and for a corner. It's the midfield. We're really, really struggling in this midfield. Scott McTominay and Eriksen are like, Scott McTominay leaves Xhaka in behind and gets sucked all the way out to Zinchenko. And Zinchenko just plays a little round the corner. And because McTominay left Xhaka, he's just clearing the box on his own. Corner now swung in deep to the back post. And the header goes wide. We're really struggling in midfield. We really are. Two, guys. 66 minutes gone. De Gea goes long with his kick and Arsenal turn the ball over. Do you reckon Fred should come on, bud? Says Sully. Yeah, I think we'll see him at some stage. Something has to be done with the midfield. The one thing Fred is good at is closing out them channels defensively and not allowing the ball to be played through and interceptions and things like that. In terms of creativity going forward, we know his limits. But on the defensive side of the game, he is good at shutting out them channels. Well, United take a quick free kick here now, and Shaw's away down the left-hand side here. Can he pick out someone? Good block by Tomiyasu. And United have a throw right down in Arsenal's corner. Sydney, thanks for the gifts. Really appreciate it. It's going to be Fred. Here we go. Fred is coming on. Let's see who's coming on for in a minute. United play on for the moment. Varane steps into midfield. Gets the ball wide to Wan-Bissaka. Who plays Anthony. And we go all the way back to Martinez. So it's 2-2, guys. 68 minutes gone. Arsenal coming up the right hand side here again with Saka. Oh, good overlap by Tomiyasu. Hangs one up to the back post. Martinelli heads it back across, but Varane is well placed. Arsenal keep possession on the edge of the box though. Zinchenko goes back to Gabriel and then wide to Martinelli again. Arsenal do look dangerous when they come forward, in fairness to them. But United keep their shape well and force Arsenal all the way back. Weghorst has done well today, but maybe time for Garnacho on for him. Too few balls over the top for Rashi to run onto. Yeah, look, it's an option, Oshin, isn't it? And it's good to have them kind of options where you can go, right, we're going to change our total game plan here now. Take off a big target man and put on a fast winger. You know, put Rashford through the middle or whatever it is, you know. The one issue I do have is that when we took Weghorst off the other night against Crystal Palace, we stopped holding the ball up completely. Here's Saka now on his left foot again. Another strike, hits the post. And Christian Eriksen just allows him to do it again. Between him and Luke Shaw, they're allowing him in on that left foot way too easily. And opens up a shot. And actually Eriksen does get a slight block on it and it hits the post. But they're allowing him onto his left foot way too bloody easily. And have to be showing him on the outside. You're after getting told already, you know, he's after scoring a goal and he'll do it again if you let him. So it's Anthony coming off. So Anthony comes off. We're probably going to have Bruno Fernandes go out onto the right hand side like we've seen before. So it's going to be Fred on. And it's going to be Bruno Fernandes more than likely to go on the right. We'll do it that way. But so Fred is on. So it's not overly defensive. I'll explain in a minute. Corner here now to Arsenal. Good corner in. Varane is up though. Great header. And Fred adds to it. United to clear their lines eventually. So if it is going to be Bruno that goes out onto the right hand side, I mean, it's not overly defensive. It's more like for like than not a straight swap like for like, but putting Bruno out on the right hand side, you're still keeping the same amount of attacking players on the field. Here's McTominay now. He's fucking so bad. He's so bad, McTominay is. So it looks like Fred is going to play on that inside left channel just to stop Saka from, you know, getting into that position and coming in on his left-hand side. We can see straight away that Fred is there. When Arsenal are on the right-hand side with the ball, Fred is just tucked in on that channel and not allowing anyone to come in. So it's a counteractive move by Ten Hag. Here's Tomiyasu now. And cross one, holds it on the edge. McTominay is brave and wins a header. But again, United can't keep the ball, or anytime we clear the ball, it's going straight back to Arsenal, and they're in the ascendancy at the moment. Oshin says that move was needed much earlier. A Park versus Pirlo job. Yeah. Zinchenko now on the left-hand side. Swings one into the box. Going to be easy enough for De Gea. Liz says, say hello to Nana. There we go. Hello, Nana. Ericsson has to come off, says Chris. Collie says, yeah, it looks like what you're saying, trying to slow Saka down. And Irish says, it's going to be a long 20 minutes, lads. Yeah, it is. It'd be even longer if we were 1-up and you were trying to defend the lead. So you'd be, so. Game is still there to be won. 12 minutes of normal time to play. Sorry, 17 minutes of normal time to play. Here's Nketiah now. But Arsenal putting all the pressure on. Ball wide now to Tomiyasu again. Luke Shaw is standing way too far off for my liking, I have to say. McTominay does well to clear the ball, but anytime the ball is coming out to that right hand side, Luke Shaw is nearly holding his line on the edge of the box rather than going out and pressing. He's just inviting pressure in on you. Oh, that's a free out to United, yeah. I'm just trying to look at a bit of the shape of United and how they're playing. And Fred is playing very deep. He's playing deep in that left channel. And obviously Ten Hag sees the danger and says, look, right, we just take a player out and just put him in that position and don't let him. There's this kind of circle around that kind of area of the field. And he's saying, don't fucking move out of that area. Because that's the majority of the dangers coming down the right-hand side. And you probably want to keep Marcus Rashford as far up the field as you can if we're playing on the counter-attack. If you put Fred into that little pocket to give Luke Shaw a dig out, it'll allow Rashford to stay further up the field. Chloe says, well, this is intense. It certainly is. Come on, United. Keep smashing the like button, guys. We're nearly at 60,000 likes on TikTok. Really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit the follow button. Daily Manchester United content. And like we said, all of the watch-alongs throughout the season. And if you want the full experience, like I said, we're live over on YouTube at the moment as well. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11. Link is on my homepage. Or just search United Community Channel on YouTube and you'll find us. Subscribe over there too. Oh, United pressing high. Oh, well done. Scott McTominay does really well there. Nice ball to Ericsson. Oh, just a bit ahead of him. Oh, it goes all the way back to Ramsdale. They clear their lines. And you just think it's going to be isolated incidents like that United are going to be feeding off of for the next 15 minutes or so here. Rashford is offside. Are you a Kilkenny man? I am, Jack. I certainly am. 60,000 likes. I appreciate it, guys. You're absolute legends, everybody. Great to see so many people in. 1,700 people watching on TikTok. Absolutely fantastic. If you're new to the channel, please do hit the follow button. Like I said, daily Manchester United content. All of the watch-alongs throughout the season. It's 2-2 with 15 minutes to go. We've got a game on our hands here, so we have. And like I said, if you do want the full experience, we're live over on YouTube at the moment as well. The link is on my homepage. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11, all of that good stuff on the screen. Go check it out as well. Here's Partey coming now for Arsenal. Space running into, nobody closing him down. Martinez does well to block the through ball, and Luke Shaw is going to clear their lines, but we keep... Oh, lovely touch by Weghorst. And Fernandes, can he get Rashford away? Oh, Ramsdale is in no man's land. And the Rashford is looking for a foul. And it just kind of... Tomiyasu Ramsdale and Rashford are all going for the same ball, and it goes through all of them. And Rashford ends up on the deck. And if he just got a touch on it, he would have took it around Ramsdale. Oh, great opportunity there. And United do look dangerous like that on the counter. Oh. But here's Saka coming down again now. Shaw gets it to the back post. Martinelli can't get the ball down. Bruno is there to close him. Oh, opens for a strike. And Martinez with a really brave header put behind for a corner. Oh, this game is on a knife edge. An absolute knife edge, so it is. Ball was probably going wide, the shot, but Martinez couldn't have known and just had to put his head in there and make sure of it. Good, brave defending. It's going to be another corner to Arsenal. United just need to keep their shape. Stay concentrating. Mark your men. Saka now again to swing it in. Varane is up there again. He's won a lot of headers today, in fairness. But Nketiah keeps the ball on the left-hand side here. Wan-Bissaka stands him up. Brilliant, brilliant tackle. Wan-Bissaka is the best one-on-one defender in the world. I don't care what anyone says. Them one-on-one tackles are absolutely unbelievable. To have the confidence to do it in the box is just... He's brilliant. He's brilliant. But here's Odegaard now, edge of the box. Gets it to Zinchenko. Gets it wide to Martinelli. Arsenal knocking on the door here again. This game is just swinging left and right. Wan-Bissaka needs to clear his lines, and he does. And a corner to Arsenal again. Oh, the nerves, the nerves, the nerves. And they're just showing Wan-Bissaka again. Goes to ground, scoops the leg in around and gets the ball. Eyes on the ball all the time. His 1v1 defending is just brilliant, in fairness to him. Martinelli now to swing in the corner. David De Gea, good solid punch away. But comes to Saka. Weghorst goes down. Jesus. Saka coming in on his left. Chips one in. Oh, it's dinked again. Bruno does enough. But it's still there. It's bobbling around. Someone needs to go and win it. McTominay. And Wan-Bissaka eventually clears the line. And Arsenal are coming again. 10 minutes to go. It's all to play for. Saka now stands up. Fred one-on-one. Oh, lovely overlap by Odegaard. Big chance here. Oh, comes to Saka. And Bruno gets a touch on it. David De Gea, catch the fucking ball. No one around you. Catch it. And here's Arsenal coming again. If they score off of the back of that David De Gea punch, Wan-Bissaka does well to clear his lines. But we're fucking... Oh, there's no one up there. We're clearing it to nobody. Arsenal are going to score here. United finally get the ball under control here. Bruno. Crossfield pass. Yeah, Arsenal deal with it easily enough. And there's a head injury here. I think the game has stopped. I don't know who has it, but Bruno. I mean, David De Gea coming out, I mean, he literally had 3 Man United players around him, shielding him to catch the ball, and he comes and punches it. It's just small little decisions like that you worry about, you know, and you're saying, right, you know, when lads are saying, are United going to be looking for another goalkeeper? You know, and saying, yeah, but David De Gea is doing really well, his shots are brilliant, shot stopping is brilliant and all that, and they are. But it's them small little decision-making things where you come out and catch the ball, take the pressure off your defence, lie down on it, you know, silence the crowd, give your defence a rest, you know. Trossard is on for Martinelli. Squeaky bum time, says Twigs, yep. I sometimes wonder, does De Gea know he can use his hands? And Footy says, this is so intense. And Party Booper says, De Gea can't be doing that. No, he has to come in. I mean, you're taking so much pressure off of your team, your back four, everyone, just by coming out and claiming that and lying down on it for 20 seconds, you know. Let your defence reset. Yellow card for Luke Shaw there. And Saka really has made Luke Shaw work really hard today. And Luke Shaw has had a tough day at the office. He really has. Great to see so many people in, guys. Keep smashing the like button. Hit the follow button. Like I said, if you're new, 75,000 likes. It's the most we've ever had. I really do appreciate it. Free now to Arsenal. Odegaard is going to put it in. Again, United playing a very high line on the edge of the D. They're very compact. Very compact. Ball swung in. McTominay goes up. Ball is bobbling around. Oh, what a save! De Gea and Ketia had a point blank shot and he looked a mile offside. But David De Gea with a really good save. And again, we were giving out about De Gea a few minutes ago. That's what he's good at. Them point blank, you know, saves. Let's see what happens. It's bobbling around. Oh, he's on. Bruno Fernandes is keeping him on. And David De Gea, just lightning quick reflexes. And keeps United in this game. Brilliant goalkeeping. Ball in now. McTominay heads it down into the box. Zinchenko now. Tomiyasu. Gabriel. Oh, Fred reads the pass well and United eventually clear their lines. But again, United struggling to get on the ball. It's like Arsenal, I'd say, in the last 10 minutes nearly, I'd say, I've had nearly 100% possession. United are hanging in. They really are. Oh, here's Nketiah again. Squares it. Wan-Bissaka clears his lines. Another corner to Arsenal. Oh, we're living dangerously here. Thanks for all the gifts, guys. Really appreciate it. It's going to be Trossard to swing it in here. Martinez with the header, but it's still in the box, bobbling around. It's going to be a nice, easy one for De Gea to now just settle the fuck down, De Gea. Oh, referee. David De Gea staying down here. And Ketia body checks him, does he? Twig says, what's the tick like? Yeah, it's going good. Nearly 800 people watching. Yeah, there's David De Gea is looking to run the clock down here. And Ketia just puts his hand out to stop him from running and he goes down in a heap. De Gea, I don't like seeing that, even out of my own players. Arsenal must have double figure corners. I think they had 6 in the first half. So it's yeah, they definitely have more than 10. Definitely. Now here's Eriksen coming now. Oh, he stays going into the box. Strike by Eriksen. Oh, it's blocked and goes for a corner. Good play. He tries to get the ball out wide, but one of the Arsenal players puts a toe in, and the ball just stays going for Eriksen, and he runs into the box. Eventually, Gabriel comes to close him down, gets a block in, and it's a corner to United. Now, opportunity here for United to... Jesus, wouldn't this be a snatch and grab? Nearly 87 minutes on the clock. Come on, come on, come on. No, good header away there by Gabriel, I think it was. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a bit late there. It's a 50-50 and Saka just gets there before him. And Wan-Bissaka just takes him down. He was a bit indecisive there. He was backing off and then decided to go for it, and he was just a bit late, and it's a free kick to Arsenal in their own half. Yeah, and you'd be like, if he wasn't so indecisive, the ball was heading for Wan-Bissaka, and he just kept backing off and just took too long to go for it. Guys, thanks for the gifts. Really appreciate it. Varane does well there, steps out. Eriksen is struggling to get his first touch, but he does well. McTominay gives the ball away, like McTominay always fucking does. Arsenal in possession again here now. Ball all the way wide to Tomiyasu. Luke Shaw steps out onto Saka. And Fred does really well to cover the angles. Oh, Rashford, what are you doing? Jeez, he made Martinez work for that. What are we doing? Giving the ball away. Stupid passing. Take a first touch. Wan-Bissaka's 2-on-1 here. Trossard sets up Zinchenko, pulls it back. Oh, surely he's offside. Surely he's offside, and Nketiah is after scoring. Oh no, this is the smelliest goal in the world. If this is in. If this goal is not offside, this is the smelliest goal ever. It's Zinchenko pulls the ball back, and I don't know who takes the shot, but it's a terrible, terrible shot. And Nketiah is just hanging on the back post and kind of flicks a leg at it. And it just pops into the goal. Now there's a check going to go on here for offside. Let's have a look at it here. Trossard gets the ball, plays Zinchenko down the left. Oh, is it Zinchenko is off? It's very tight. He plays it back. Nketiah isn't offside. Nketiah is on. I think this is going to be given. Oh, it's such a smelly goal. Nketiah is definitely onside. Wan-Bissaka is closing down Zinchenko from the original cross, so he's still in there. Oh no, I think he is on. I think he's just on. I think this is going to be given. Oh no. I think we're going to get a goal here. It's a goal. Fuck it. 3-2. Look, to be honest, Arsenal deserve it. Arsenal deserve it, so they do. They've been by far the better team in this second half. They really have. But fucking what a smelly, smelly goal. Like, they've been doing all the pressing in this second half. They really have. And it's just such a shitty goal to score. But they deserve it. It's 3-2, and Arsenal are going to get the 3 points here. Fuck it anyway. Garnacho is on for Varane. I still don't know how many minutes of added time have been added, we're 2 minutes in now, so I don't know what's been added, but sure, obviously United can just throw whatever they want at it now and just go for it. Season not over yet, says Chris. It's not. Long way to go. Long way to go. It's just disappointing. 2 games in a row giving away a goal in the last minute or two. It's just fucking disappointing. Hey, Everton about Arsenal. Such a cringe club, says Party Pooper. I agree with you. I fucking hate them. I hate them. They're up there with Liverpool for me. We still don't have any indication on what's been added on. It was kind of missed in the madness of the celebrations of the goal. United go along with it now. Fred, Zinchenko with a header clear, yeah, and Arsenal get back on the ball. Trossard coming forward, and United are... Well, we have numbers back now, but every second Arsenal have on the ball is a second away from United trying to get an equaliser, but they give the ball away again here. Arsenal are in the box. Don't foul them. But Arsenal keep possession. Here's Nketiah now. There it is. Final whistle. 3-2 to Arsenal. Bastards. Oh. Fuck. It was coming. We said it though, didn't we? It was coming. You know, you'd have to say Arsenal were the better team, especially in the second half. I mean, look, I mean, a brilliant game of football, you'd have to say. Really, really, really good game of football. But, I mean, 2 games in a row, United conceding such late goals is just so heartbreaking, so disappointing. But Arsenal deserve it today. They do. They were the better team, especially in that second half. It's disappointing to lose the game in the manner that we did. But look, I mean, look, if we're looking at positives, again, look, we try and keep it positive as much as possible. Trying to keep it as positive as possible. United go to the league leaders away from home, and very nearly get out of there with a draw. So that's a positive. And you do it missing probably your best player of the season so far in Casemiro. And again, look, we're not making any excuses in relation to him being missing or anything. You can only play the team that's in front of you, and the players that you have. So look, it's disappointing as a United fan to lose in that manner. Arsenal deserved it. If we're taking anything away in relation to a positive, like I said, it was a very professional performance is probably the best word I could say in relation to it. From a Manchester United standpoint, but you have to look at it in terms of, I suppose, the length of time and where we are in our rebuild and in our progression. They're 3 years ahead of us, in relation to Arteta coming in and doing the job that he's doing and having Arsenal getting Arsenal where they are. So look, it's a positive, that we can go and we can challenge the likes of Arsenal and the likes of Man City and the likes of, your Liverpools and, again, because for a long time we haven't been able to do that. So that certainly is a positive. Look, it's going to be a long season. There's a long way to go yet, and there's plenty of stick coming in on the chat on TikTok, and that's okay. You know what I mean? I have no problem with that. And there's Liverpool fans. I don't know what they're talking about. A lot of them saying, "Oh, title charge." There was never a title charge. We were in a title race. And that's the difference. Everyone who's mathematically able to take the top of the table before the end of the season is technically in a title race. That doesn't mean we're going to win the title. No one in this, and certainly I've never said on this channel that we're going to win the league. I think it's absolute crazy that we would even consider that we're going to win the league. But the positives coming out of it today, guys, is that we can, Arsenal, fair play to them, are on such a great run and doing what they're doing, and they're top of the table, and all credit has to be given to the likes of Arteta and the squad for what they're doing. But we can go there and give them a game, and, we're in the mix. We're not going and getting steamrolled anymore, which is good. Ten Hag has a vision and a direction that he's going in. Okay, we're short on depth. There are areas of the squad and the team that we could improve on. But it's, there's positives to be taken out of it. That's all I would say. And it's going to be a long season. Look, it's very disappointing to lose in the way that we lost, especially on the back of a late defeat to Crystal Palace midweek. I mean, that was very avoidable. So 4 points out of a possible 9 is not ideal, especially after winning against City. You would be thinking, right, at least 6. So yeah, look, we said United were on a brilliant run, and going really well. But anyone with a brain in their head would have said that wasn't going to last forever. So there's a bit of a dip there now. A draw and a loss in the last 2 games. Okay, and it's our first defeat since City at the Etihad, I think. Aston Villa, I think. So, look, it's not the end of the world. We're halfway through the season. Plenty of time to go. And we'll be thereabouts. Look, like we said at the start, top 4 is the goal this season. And we're well within a shout for that. But it's going to be hard work. I would like to see us get some new players in before the end of the transfer window. If possible, just to bulk up the squad. But look, it's a long season. Difficult, we were never in a title. We were in a title race, technically, but we were never going to win the title, and I've been saying that from day one. So top 4 is on still. That's our goal. Build off of the good performances. Obviously, a bit of a setback the last couple of games, but we'll keep it going. My little one is balling, so I better go. Guys, I really appreciate everyone. Thanks for all the likes, shares, subscribes. We hit 100,000 likes on TikTok, which is absolutely unbelievable. I really appreciate all of the banter from opposition fans. It's all good as well, you know what I mean? Because I'd be giving it to ye if it was the other way around. So it's all much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, finally, guys, please do hit the follow button. We're closing in on 23,000 followers. Really do appreciate it. I love the banter from the opposition fans in the chat. It's all good. That's why we watch the game. It's a bit of a laugh. So if you're new, hit the follow button. We do all of the watch-alongs throughout the season. Like I said, if you could do me a big favour as well, click on my homepage. There's a link to the YouTube channel. Please do hit the subscribe button there as well. We're closing in. We're heading for 3,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel as well. But yeah, guys, I won't be back for a couple of days. There'll be no podcast this week because there's been a bereavement in the family. So I'll be... I won't be around for the next couple of days, but hopefully I'll be back in time to do the watch-along midweek against Nottingham Forest, first leg of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. But like I said before, guys, I appreciate everyone for the likes, shares, comments, subscribes, follows, all of that good stuff. If you're new, hit the follow button. Don't miss out on any of the content coming up. We've got loads of stuff coming up in the coming weeks. Disappointing result. The way to lose it at the very end. Break your heart. But we're back challenging. And teams are worried about us, and that means we're going in the right direction. So it's not all doom and gloom. But look, guys, I appreciate it. I'll see you Wednesday night for the watch along, hopefully. And like I said, if you haven't, follow, share, subscribe, like, comment, all of that good stuff. Until Wednesday, peace out. Come on, United.